when it comes to parenting, there are always curveballs to deal with, as we know.
Here to help us with a couple big ones, Erin Amato. She's not only a therapist, she also is a mom of 6. Oh boy.
You're the expert.
You know it all, yeah. So let's start with something that I actually was curious about. This is a while back, losing a family pet, right?
Yes.
We talk about how kids can deal with that. You know, you talk about regular death, now pet death.
Yes.
Consider their age, you say, right, before you get into that conversation. But you also say it's really important for them to have an opportunity to say goodbye. So you're saying it's good to be honest.
Yes, I mean, if that opportunity is there, I think saying goodbye can give them some closure, which can be really important. And we experienced this as a family when we lost our cat of 15 years, Jingle, 2 years ago. And he had been sick and was in pain. We knew it was time, but we took a day where we dedicated to giving him the best day ever, fed him some of his favorite food, took him out to the yard where he liked to sit in the sun, and then my girls read him this book, Cat Heaven, which it's a sweet little book about what he could expect on the other side when he crosses over and the fun cat things to look forward to. And it was just so nice to have some positive memories of that really difficult time. It really helped us all with the grieving process.
How old were your kids when you lost Jingle?
So ages 8 through 22.
Oh, okay. Wide range there.
Yes.
So you, right off the bat, were just completely open and honest about what was happening.
Yeah, I mean, his health had been failing.
So they were seeing it.
So we knew that there was going to be a time, and that's a difficult thing to know sometimes, is when it really is time to let go. So we had conversations kind of leading up to then. But yeah, thinking of the age of your kids, because it's not until around the age of 9 that kids really understand the permanence of death. So if you have little ones that are like ages 3 to 5, they might think death is temporary or reversible. Or as they get a little bit older, they understand more about nature, but they may need it explained to them in very basic terms, like our cat is not going to wake up anymore, he can't see or hear, and sometimes you have to repeat those conversations.
And also you say it's okay to be honest and open with your own feelings.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're sad. It's kind of hard to mask that.
Yes, my husband and I mean, we were mourning the loss too. Lots of tears were shed, but I think being open about your feelings as an adult helps to show kids that it's normal to have difficult feelings, and it opens up conversations about how to cope with what they're feeling.
Yeah.
All right, so another big topic, of course, is something parents all dread but have to deal with, right? When you have to talk to your kids about sex, having the talk. And, you know, in my mind, we have young kids and we think, oh, that's way down the road. But how do we prepare for this that's coming up?
Right, well, I think instead of having the talk, like it's a one and only event, if you start talking about sex early on, so even when kids are learning to talk, talking about things like proper names of their body parts and basic things about how their body parts function. And then there's the importance of talking about healthy personal boundaries and safety. And then as they get older, talking about body changes that happen during puberty. And then, yes, the birds and the bees. And there are some actually really great books. This is one that I had used with my younger kids, age-appropriate illustrations that can help a little bit with having the talk. I will let you look through it for sure. But if you have those conversations from an early age, it normalizes the conversation, and it lays a foundation for having open communication when they get to be teenagers, when it can be a little harder to have talks like that.
Yeah, so the key is really starting younger, age-appropriate issues, and identifying, you know, safety, personal safety is the big thing, right?
Yes.
To make sure that they know what their space is, what their boundaries are.
Right, very important. And it's okay to acknowledge the awkwardness too, and to have a sense of humor about it. I think about my own birds and the bees talk that I had with my mom sitting on the front step. I was so embarrassed. I turned 50 shades of red, I'm pretty sure. Tears welled up. I was really embarrassed, and she had done a great job with it. But sometimes I think there's no avoiding the awkwardness for either party. But if you at least make the effort, I think your kids get the message that you're open to those talks, so they can come to you with their questions and their problems as they get older.
Rather than learning from their friends. I was telling Sandra, I was joking, but I'm not joking. My mom still hasn't had the talk with me. You know, like she hasn't. It's like a subject that was always avoided.
Yeah.
So I don't even, you know,
I think that's a common thing. And in the schools, they often do the talk or the film in 5th or 6th grade. So I think some parents think, well, they'll get the information. But the problem is kids grow up really fast these days. They hear things from their friends, see things on the internet and social media, and it's usually not accurate or healthy information. So you want to be the source that they go to if they have questions or problems. So if you normalize those conversations, it makes you more approachable.
Yeah, that's another big thing. If you do turn to the internet or your child is getting information from their friends, how do you try to make sure that they know what's important, what's accurate?
I think you just check in with them and let them know that, you know, things that you see are not always healthy and accurate. So please come to me if you have questions or concerns.
So get ahead of it, too.
I will tell you, I think if I'm being perfectly honest, I think it's my discomfort about having this conversation or the topic in general that then I'm manifesting to my kids, right? That energy I'm putting out there. So how do, it's like we have to get over our own just uncomfortableness.
I think that's part of it. And I think if you share with your kids that this is a topic that's hard for me, because my family didn't really talk about these things and I'm not sure what to say and I don't want to do it wrong, but just know that I'm here for you to support you or if you need any information.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I need that script, okay?
I need this book,
and we need all the help.
and I need your number, so maybe you can come by.
All right, well, thank you so much, Erin. Wish us luck.
Yes, good luck to you. I'm right there with you.
We have some time, relax.
Yeah, we do have some time.